folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Handicapped Traveler. We're going to be going on adventures together, exploring parks so that we can see the wonderful nature. Now we probably won't get to see any moose, but I love moose. So we'll also be going to zoos where we can see other animals that you won't see on my trips. I also love history, so we'll be hitting up some historical places, towns, and museums. And we also might visit some stores and flea markets, which also are things that I enjoy doing, especially if it's more antique type store or flea market. Most times I'll be using a wheeled walker. Other times I'll have a standard cane. Sometimes I'll be using a wheelchair, like when we go to the zoos. I also have a gait belt that when my wife is along with me can hold on to me in case I look like I might fall. Most of all, we're going to have fun. And I want you to remember that using devices like the walker or cane, or whatever you need to use, it's helping you be handy capable instead of handicapped. See you on our adventure. Okay, folks, we are at Lakeshore Park again for the second installment. Unfortunately, Mrs. Traveler and Lucy aren't with me today. Something I forgot to tell you, which we hadn't seen at the others, is that this park actually has a pamphlet with a map so that you don't get lost. But hopefully you can all see how big that is. Maybe if I put it down on my walker. So you can see just with the trail map, it's rather big. But it does have some info on it too. It tells you about the Stock Memorial, including the sundial, which I had mentioned, which we won't get to this time either. That probably will be video 4. So now we're gonna head down the trail here. Now this part is paved. We actually will go on one path that is not paved today, and that'll probably also be on part 3. You'll see one part that the one path that we take today was on the first video, but it's always nice to revisit some of this nature. And I'm also fighting a lawnmower today. He's mowing the lawn by the entrance to the park. Now that does not look like, well, I don't know. Yeah, this ivy does not really look like English ivy to me. I'm not totally sure what kind of ivy that is. And Mrs. Traveler is not here today, so she can't take a picture on the phone for me. And the one Chippy just ran real quickly across the path here. Now in this area you get some benches that you can sit on. Now of course I'm just starting out, so I don't have to take a break yet. And as always, I just sure that you've all have figured out by now that nature is just something that I love getting out, breathing in the fresh air. Get tired of just sitting at home. So it helps me keep a positive attitude getting out. And I just heard a squirrel. Can't see it, but as I said before, squirrels like to yell at me. And here we have a different type of pine tree. I'm not totally sure what kind of pine tree that is. I've got a couple smaller ones there also. And that's one of the things too with coming to these parks. You can discover things that you didn't see before. I was trying to get a bird flying around for you all, but I think I missed it. They're too fast when they're flying for me. And unfortunately, as you can see, the tent caterpillars are really heavy this year. I just hope that they don't totally destroy the trees. I know that we get new growth coming, but some of the trees that those worms particularly go for, sometimes we only have one or two of them in the area. And we're coming up now to an area which is not as, doesn't have as many trees, but it's more of a shrubby area, and it also has the path that will head down. Now, in the fall, the park commission cuts all the shrubbery down. I have a couple bikers coming, so I'll pull over here to the side. Hi. Hi. We have a squirrel. He ran from one tree across the path to the other one. Man, he's fast. He does not want to be on camera. Now he's way up there past where I can reach. Hi, how are you doing today? Sorry about not being able to get that squirrel, but as I said, he just was so fast and he just ran across the trees. I always have fun watching them do that. And I'm not sure what kind of tree that is. Fortunately, it looks like it has some dying leaves on it. As I said, now we're getting into the clearer area. So the sun gets to you, but it's cooler now. No, it's only mid-August. The temperature has gone down quite a bit here. So we're coming up to what looks like a morning glory to me. I don't think it is, because it's not a vine. And has them black. Oh, those are holes. Something's eating it. But it looks like as I said, the flower kind of looks like a morning glory, but it's definitely not. Not sure what that was, but it was definitely pretty. And probably some bug decided that it tastes good. So here we are coming up on the sign that says outstanding in the field. That's the field. I can definitely hear the crickets going in that field. We got crickets here. Oh man, they keep me awake at night sometimes at our house, and unfortunately they get into the house too, and then you can't find the things. But so outstanding in the field. I always like to show you the information, and if you want to read it, you can pause it. And as I said last time, and it's telling you that the yellow warblers are prevalent here. Widow skimmer dragonflies, which we saw at Hidden Lake. Now, I have not seen an eastern bluebird or the tree swallow here. One time we got an eastern bluebird at our house, and I tell you what, we were so excited. And apparently, the red fox and the meadow vole live here too. And we definitely have moles and voles in the area. Because again, I like the nature, but I wish the moles would stay out of our yard. And because it makes it hard for me to walk in our yard. Oh, and of course, there's some of them are going to seed here, but we got the Queen's Anne lace. You know, that's one of my favorites. I've talked about that at every park I go to. So, now we're at the trail that's not paved. And it's a little more difficult for me, but I can manage, and a wheelchair would be able to manage on it too. It gets a little louder when I'm on the rocks though. Trying to, oh, now he's all the way down there. I was trying to zero in on a butterfly. Last time I got some really good pictures of the butterflies for you. But they're not landing today. They're just fluttering around. I came in the morning hoping that I could get some more of the wildlife. It doesn't seem like that's happening. There's another one of those flowers that I said that I showed you earlier. So if anybody has a clue on that, let me know. Because as you know, I love knowing about the flowers, nature, the butterflies, birds. I love being able to identify them. With the birds, I've even been able to get to the point now where I can identify some by sound. And as I said, in the fall, they cut all these shrubs down. And you can see the groundhogs popping their head up out of the holes. Now, As you can see, it is so thick and dense now that there is no way that I would be able to see a groundhog in there. And something that I learned just recently that I didn't realize is groundhogs will climb trees. I didn't realize they could, and apparently they actually will live up in trees at times. Thought that was an interesting bit of trivia for you. I'm going to try and get a butterfly here. If it landed, but then it saw me and took off. I'm not going to hurt you, Mr. Butterfly. I just want your picture. They don't know that. It's probably good that they're skittish people, because unfortunately there's people that just want to kill off all of nature. And we're getting to a point here where I'm probably going to pull over to the side and take a little break. There's a gentleman coming up here. There's a hi, how you doing? Okay. There is a campsite here, which is down below, but this actually is the parking spot for it. You should see they have it fenced off, so I'm not sure how you would drive your car in here unless you went on the path, but I think that would be kind of dangerous. So you might just have to park in the parking lot and bring your stuff along. Sometimes I can sit here and watch the birds. I can hear them today. I don't know if I'm getting any of the sounds on this video, but a lot of times I'll see the chipmunks and the squirrels. They're in hiding. And as I said, I came a little earlier today hoping to be able to catch some of them, but doesn't seem like that's going to happen. We'll see. Maybe a little later on the trip, on this adventure. But I'm going to turn this off for a little bit, take my little break, and we'll be on the path again shortly. Okay, so I took a little break here. Now I'm gonna be heading down the path again. While I was sitting here, I could really hear the birds chirping away. The one actually sounded like a robin to me, but I can't see them anywhere. I'm hoping that I'm able to get that you're able to hear them in the background when I shut my trap, which I guess doesn't happen all that often. Maybe I should shut it more and let you guys hear the nature, huh? But anyhow, at least we're getting the different trees in that today. There's a good mixture of your deciduous and your conifers in this park, which is nice. Now, we will go by this next time a little bit better. You can see the wood pile for the campsite that the park provides. They don't want you bringing your own wood in. They provide it here. And there's our mutt mitts, which I talked about last time when Mrs. Traveler was getting a couple to clean up after Lucy. And I will say again, please pick up after your dog because their feces might have things that are not good for the resident animals. This is quite the stump here. You can see how new life is growing out of the dead tree, the stump that's left. So and that was another squirrel moment for me, huh? Uh, and if you all have not seen the movie Up, that's my reference there. There's a dog that goes, "Hello, squirrel! Hello, squirrel!" And always is getting distracted by the squirrel. So I say I have my squirrel moments. And I'm trying to figure out. That is some sort of bush there with some really pretty flowers on it. Again, I have no idea what that is. So, again, if anybody knows, please leave me a message. Here's some more. These kind of look like black-eyed Susans. Well, that doesn't really. I'm not sure what these flowers are. Thought they were black-eyed Susans at first, but I have a feeling they're something different. And here we got some pokeweed, which we saw the last time. You can definitely hear the lake today. The trees and the brush are really so high that I can't. Well, I guess you can see it. There's Lake Erie. Looks really blue today. Nice and clean today, so people wanted to go swimming in it today. It looks like they probably could. Gets tossed up a lot when we have hard rains, which really this year it has not been very rainy up here at all, which is very unusual for northeastern Ohio. We usually get a decent amount of rain. Another sitting bench. Oh, here we go. Here's a spot. And I might even be able to get a nice clear view. I'm risking it. This traveler will probably yell at me for coming to the edge like this. Okay. Oh, there's a boat out there. Have it on the highest zoom, but you really can't, even with the high zoom, because it's really out in the middle of the lake. Oh boy, I'm sorry. Oh. There's a sparrow up ahead here. So I'm trying to be quiet. And it flew away, and I have a feeling I did not get it on here. Oh. He's hopping around on the ground, probably picking up some seeds. And there's a bird whistling in there. I'm not sure what that is. It might be a chickadee. Not the one on the ground, but the one singing. He flew away. He saw me, and I don't think I was able to get him. One of these days, I'm going to be getting you guys some birds on my videos when Mrs. Traveler and I can afford to get to the McGee Marsh again, because that's a couple night stay for us. And we just unfortunately don't have the funds right now. That's why you're getting to see a lot of northeastern Ohio. Here's a different type of yellow flower. Don't know exactly what it is. So it's pretty though. I hear a bird. I can't really tell that there's a bird up there, but there was. He actually has a hanging nest. He's probably not happy that I'm taking the picture. I don't know if you can tell. And again, I have it on my highest zoom. I wonder if I shrink my zoom whether I can get a better resolution. No, not really, but there's a nest hanging down from the branch. And I know there's several different types of birds, and I couldn't get a good look at the bird to tell what exact kind it was. It's hopping around. And they said it's probably not, wasn't probably, yeah. I guess I can really talk today. That's telling me I should just shut up and let you guys enjoy the nature, huh? But anyhow, not sure what type of bird it was anyway. At least hopefully you all know that I'm really being honest when I tell you that I can see these things. Just can't get as up close, and I have to admit I don't have the highest quality or the best camera. However, I do what I can do, and I try to be real. And we actually are coming to an overlook, but there's some people here on it, so I'm gonna probably wait here until I see that they're no longer on it. Again, I can hear the birds. Maybe there aren't people on it. Let me see here. Oh, there's some people sitting on it.
but I'm going to aim the camera in the other direction so that they won't be on the video, because we can come up to a nice overlook of Lake Erie here. It's wood, a wooden overlook. Morning. And this sign here tells you about the migration flight plans. And it even tells you the best migration viewing times. I keep getting the shadow of my rollator here. And my phone's ringing, so I'm going to shut off for now. And I didn't have to shut it off to check it because, of course, it was spam. I really wish that spam person would stop calling me. They don't get the hint. If I don't answer, I don't want to talk to them. So we're headed towards, well, basically towards the parking lot around the curve here. And I overheard a lady talking about the monarchs, so they might not get the migration this year because they're all dying off, which is true, but I think we'll still get some of the migration of the monarchs. And they are endangered now, but hopefully more people will be like my wife and I and start growing milkweed, which is the only plant that the monarchs will lay their eggs on. And then, of course, the caterpillars feed on the milkweed. But the more milkweed that we can reintroduce, the better. Now, again, they have a swim at your own risk, but I'm not sure that the beach actually is open. I know on the other side they had closed it down. Now, of course, I can't get to the beach. I cannot do sand by myself with the rollator. One of these days I do hope to get to a beach, but you will see that it takes two people to help me get to it. And, well, they don't have it blocked off, but if you want to dare go down there to swim, you are one diehard swimmer. That's all I have to say. More power to you. Now, whew, I'm breathing heavy here, folks. Sorry. It's not that long of a walk, but I just can do so much, and you know what? It's okay. it is just fine that I can only do so much anymore. Just letting you take all this beautiful nature in. Now, we're coming up to the area that you saw last time. We took this path here around. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head on the path that heads towards the parking lot. And well, there's a couple butterflies that are twittipated. Let's see if I can, they're kind of landing. Let's see if I can, oh wow, there's another one. But as we said, I got my squirrel moments. Got too close to them and scared them. And, oops, there's another one. These white ones with a black dot on them, which I did have on my last video too that I took here. Let me step back and see. There are 3 of them are just chilling, but then I move and they fly. Wish they'd know that I am not going to hurt them. I don't know if I got them this time or not. I'm not doing as good today with filming, and I apologize to you. I'm sore and more shaky than normal today, I think. But I wanted to get out some, and I wanted you all to be able to have some fun with me. This is a interesting looking plant. I thought there was another butterfly, but it was my shadow filming that plant. So, there's some more butterflies. There are a lot of them here today. These white ones, as I said, with the black. I'm not getting a good shot of them today. However, if you go check out Lakeshore Reservation Part 1, I know I got a good view of it. Oh well, I tried for you. So, I guess I should pull over and sign out here. Pull over and, oh, and I noticed, I didn't mention it last time, but when I was watching the video, I noticed the purple marlin house. It's that white with the multiple holes in it, which is another bird that was getting endangered. Well, not a bird, we were talking about butterflies earlier, but anyhow, that's a bird that was getting on the endangered species because they lived in gourds, and with the taking away of the land and for developments, and also for people using more of them for decorations and eating them, I guess. Their nesting areas were disappearing. So then a lot of areas, park areas, started putting up the houses, which allowed them to have the community there. And they're actually on the rise again, which is a yay, 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 yay. At least for me, it gets a quadruple yay. I have no idea what that is. I hope you can hear it. That is a crazy sounding bird. I really am not sure what it is, and it's behind me, and I can't turn around to look. Anyhow, I'm signing off, folks. I just want you to remember that canes, walkers, wheelchairs are not making us handicapped. They're making us handicapable and allowing us to get out and enjoy. And that's what I want you all to do. Enjoy what you're doing. If you like getting outdoors like me, find a way to do it, even if it is just for short little trips. Like I said, this will be a four-part series where it is a big park, but not that big, but I can only do small amounts. That's okay. And if you like doing things indoors, like Fanatic Card Guru, big shout out to him, who likes collecting baseball cards. You can do it inside, but he's doing what he likes to do. And I just want to emphasize, people, do what you want to do. Don't let any disability hinder you. And as always, have a great day. God bless.